started the conversation.
A little bit. I didn't answer all the questions.
Okay.
I was waiting for you.
I'm waiting for your answers.
So one question was if this was legal, what happened? Should I start with answering, or should I?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So
I like to catch up.
yeah. So yeah, the legal part was is a little bit strange because on paper it was legal. The Georgian law does not say anything about transporting large trees, so it's kind of empty space in the law. However, it is illegal to cut down trees. If you want to cut down a tree, you need a very special permission. Even if it's in your backyard, you cannot cut down a tree without getting the permission, and it's really not easy to get the permission.
It is the same in Serbia.
Yes.
In the region.
So the people in the villages, they struggle a lot because sometimes they need firewood and they really need to struggle to get the permission. However, here what the governments, local governments did was that they made up a document, kind of an argument saying that this road is not wide enough for big trucks, not a big tree, for big trucks. So for the purposes for the trucks to move, we need to cut down these trees. But of course, they were not on the way of big trucks, it was just on the way of big trees. So the governments participated in creating an illegal act, which was legal on paper. But on top of that, what other things happened? For the big tree to pass, they had to bring down the electricity cables. And some of these cables were like the inter-country cables connecting, taking electricity from Georgia to Turkey, for example. So they had to stop electricity transmission during some hours sometimes. So this, I would not be able to do it. And there was no state or state purpose to do it, right? It was not needed for the country as such. You know, when it's an emergency, you need to do it. And also the railway had to stop sometimes. And this was also something that the kind of railway and the government agreed to do it. Yeah.
And who is that mysterious giant who can do all that?
So this man, his name is Bizina Ivanishvili. He is the richest man in the country, obviously. He was anonymous. Nobody had seen his photo until 2012. In 2012, he decided to come to politics. He created a party called the Georgian Dream. Very similar. No?
Like Forza Italia.
Će neko prevesti? Će neko prevesti?
Morate samo da sačekate malo, vi prevodite mene.
Ako želite, mogu.
Pa, gospođa moli za prevod.
Nema problema.
Translation?
Da, povodom one prva priča je bila o tome da svako drvo koje se poseče u Gruziji, isto kao i kod nas, mora da se za to dobije specijalna dozvola. Dakle, nemoguće i seljacima koji seku drva za loženje, a vidjeli ste tamo i peći u filmu, da poseku drva, a da nemaju dozvole za svako posečeno drvo. Međutim, ovde scena zločina, sečenja stabala duž puta kojim treba da prođe ono ogromno stablo, je izvedena tako što je neka lokalna ili regionalna nadležna služba izmislila da je to zato što ne mogu kamioni da prođu tim putem, iako je bilo očigledno da samo to veliko drvo ne može da prođe tuda od tog drveća i nesrećna mlada stabla koje stoje duž puta su stradala zbog toga. Takođe, kada su posekli stabla, ispostavilo se da su naišli na veliki električni kabel od onih debelih koji su u stvari međudržavni kablovi, pošto odatle struja ide prema Turskoj i možda obrnuto i tako nešto može samo država da zaustavi, ali oni su zaustavili struju međudržavnu, spustili te kablove ili stubove da bi prošlo to drvo. Pitao sam ko je taj misteriozni moćni džin koji može da čupa drveće, da seče stabla kako želi i da čupa čak električne kablove i Salome je rekla kako je do 2012. taj čovek koji je verovatno najbogatiji čovek u Gruziji, koji se zove Ivanašvili, njega pominju i u filmu više puta s gorčinom, seljaci upravo u tom selu. Taj Ivanašvili je bio anoniman, onda je osnovao partiju koja se zove Gruzijski san i evo sad smo došli do trenutka kada Salome nastavi.
So he was the leader of this party until recently. He's not official in politics anymore, but he is the one who is like leader, basically, or an unofficial leader of the country.
On je bio lider te stranke, Gruzijski san. On više nije zvanično političar, ali nezvanično. On je lider, može se reći, predsjednik Gruzije.
For example, his former bodyguard is the Minister of Interior, Police.
Njegov bivši telohranitelj je ministar policije.
His former dentist is a Minister of Health.
Njegov zubar je sada ministar zdravlja.
And the Minister of Education is also something, I don't remember.
A i ministar obrazovanja je bio nešto njemu sigurno.
Prime Minister, the former of his head of his fund, anyway, it's all connected.
Premijer je bio na čelu njegovog fonda, tako da u stvari kompletna vlada je njegova vlada, a on upravlja kako drvećem, tako i zemljom.
But he never was an official position in the country.
Da li je on nikada bio na nekom zvaničnom političkom mestu, na funkciji?
He was the prime minister for 1 year, and then he was the head of the party, political party, until January this year.
Bio je premijer u jednom mandatu, a do januara ove godine je bio predsjednik svoje stranke. Well, was it in any village that they could stop taking their old tree?
No, there was one protest.
Pitao sam da li je bilo i jedno selo u kojem su mogli da spreče čupanje tog starog drveta. Odgovor je počeo sa ne. Bio je jedan protest.
For the first tree, I think,
Prvo drvo.
by environmentalists.
I protest su održali oni koji su zabrinuti za prirodu i koji brinu o ekologiji.
But nobody really protested in the villages because everybody was paid.
Ali nažalost niko nije protestovao po selima jer su svi bili plaćeni.
Or they did not have the courage to protest because of obvious reasons that you probably understand.
Ili nisu imali dovoljno hrabrosti da protestuju zbog očiglednih razloga navedene moći Ivanašvilija.
For example, to illustrate this, one woman told me, "Who am I in comparison to him?"
Jedna žena je rekla Salome, ko sam ja u poređenju sa njim.